which is really good. This is how you get a city. Pretty cool. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how Detroit is becoming, hands down, one of the best downtown districts in the nation, whether it's quietly or loudly, considering we had the NFL draft last year. There are so many amenities, new buildings, new fun stuff to do, but today I'm highlighting COSM. This is going to be one of Detroit's biggest, hands down, interactive stadiums. Think like the Las Vegas Sphere, how you can go inside of there. They have interactive experiences where you can watch stuff, but this is strictly for gaming events. So football, basketball, you name it. This is gonna bring a lot of attention downtown. And I just kind of want to talk about the building, some things I'm excited about, the location of the building, and why I think it's gonna be a hit for Detroit. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. We build a lot of residential landscapes here in Michigan, in Oakland County, Metro Detroit area. But today, I kind of want to highlight some larger construction projects happening in Detroit. So here we go. Okay, let's start with the location. I know they paid a crazy pretty penny for this location because it's like in the most ideal location. So over the last 3 or 4 years or more, Detroit's kind of revitalized Campus Martians into an entirely new space. So they have the rink over there. You may be able to see people already ice skating. They've got the StockX building there. They've got everything down here now. This is park area where people come to watch movies in the wintertime, in the summertime on the lawn. They play movies there. They have an upstage area for Gardner White this year for shopping, just hanging out. So they're in the middle of everything. This is the mix of Detroit. Ideally, this is gonna bring a lot of youthfulness, young people, a lot of walkability. It's already in a very walkable area. There's a huge cul-de-sac here that connects all sides of downtown. You see the buildings in the back. Those are very, very memorable to Detroit. And I'll give them a 10 out of 10 for the location. A lot of people are naturally gonna be able to see the building, wanna be curious about what it is, and then of course go visit and actually have the time of their life. I'm at the front of the building. You can kind of see on the inside of what's going on the inside of COSM. They're getting started on the build. But let me first talk about some of the good things that Detroit's doing. So for starters, some of the best things are going to be just walkability. I mean, they're taking advantage of all the walkable spaces. They're making more pathways for crosswalks, which is really good. This is how you get a city back lively if people can easily navigate around it without having to park and drive just about everywhere. Some other good things that are happening is that there's an opportunity here as a landscaper and a hardscaper to do tons of permeable paving. So one big thing with all of the construction that we're doing in Michigan is that you've got all these buildings and they all have to push water somewhere, and they're gonna need to find examples for permeability, for drainage, because Detroit's gonna live and die by the fact of whether or not in the winter all of this water is going to the adequate places and it's not freezing. So there's a huge opportunity here for them to do some hardscaping. That's the good part. Tons of walkability, new amenities to attract younger people and younger crowds, any crowd for that matter, people who enjoy having a good time, which is any race, gender, age. But gotta be careful of the foundation that you build when it comes to these things, specifically the drainage, where the water's gonna go, and making sure that it's not, just a concrete jungle here. You can use some pavers, some permeability. They did a lot of that at the front of the Little Caesars Arena. They used all Unilock pavers for that, and the art line pavers look really good. Now, let me talk to you about some cons. So you've got these $1 million projects that happen and they take so long to get done, but the biggest thing is the maintenance. Who comes after the fact and make sure that the landscaping's taken care of, the mulch is refreshed, the pavers that are sinking in some areas are lifted up. That's gonna be the number one thing. And that's the same thing that I tell homeowners, that when it comes to planning your backyard, it's great to have tons of amenities, but think about the maintenance of those amenities. So here's the building, a lot of cinder blocks. This is the interactive curve. You can't see it, but here it curves like that. So this is interactive seating area. This looks like to be the screened area. It's pretty cool. So, looks like they're digging, they're putting some big material in. I used an excavator quite a few times. as you guys have seen over the years, but nothing like this. This is big dog stuff. I gotta give it to them. They got the crane here. Got the big excavator here. This thing could dig out a pool in an hour or less. Pretty cool. At the roast and plant coffee, it's like right across the street from COSM. I want to show you guys what COSM got going on. It's gonna look sweet. It's gonna be probably one of the bigger things that people come to downtown Detroit. I'm seeing people ice skating in front of Campus Martians. But it's definitely gonna be a huge attraction. I know Atlanta's getting one. I used to live in Atlanta for a couple of years. I never experienced it, but I could just imagine that's gonna be pretty popular. So all in all, I'd say that homeowners who are planning a project can take a lot from this video alone, or just this Detroit project in general. Super important to plan your drainage when it comes to building stuff. You don't want any water near your foundation of your home. In this case, they don't want excess water in the streets, creating ice, ice puddles, stuff like that. Think about where you can use permeable features to contain some of that water. Think about the surface material you're using when it comes to heat and heat exposure and shade. All these things are relevant to residential projects, whether it's patios, retaining walls, outdoor kitchens, all that jazz. So if you enjoyed today's video, and if you haven't subscribed to me yet, do me a huge favor, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.